Hi everyone, I'm Barbi. Welcome to another episode of TVA Makes. Today we are going through some ideas for no cook and no recipe meal ideas. So this is a really cool idea. I have to admit I didn't come up with this myself. I read about it in Good Housekeeping this week, did it right away the next day, and realized this is just such a great idea. And so if you are working from home, this is a cool thing that you can just throw together really quickly for lunch. But I do recognize not everyone is working from home. Not everyone's fortunate enough to be able to do that. So again, this can even be a quick meal idea for the evenings too, for dinner, even when you come home from a long day at work. So basically what they suggested was, they mentioned farro, or you could also use quinoa or rice, but they had mentioned farro, and I happen to really like farro. So basically, you know, at some point, either on the weekend or whatever, one day you make a bunch of farro. In this case, farro is a grain which is very high in iron and protein. It's kind of nutty and chewy. So you have the farro already made the night before or on the weekend, like I said. Have a few portions ready, and then what you can do is simply, I've got a bowl here. So you've got your farro ready to go. I'm going to scoop myself a nice portion here. You can swap in for sort of a Tex-Mex theme. I've got some basically just frozen corn that I've already thawed. So again, you know, get up in the morning, take some corn out of your frozen corn bag, put it on the counter, let it thaw. If you've got any veggies on hand, simply chop them up. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. I have some peppers left over from a meal that I made earlier in the week, so I'm just gonna chop some of these up. And there's nothing wrong with, you know, some fresh raw veggies. So like I said, the point of this is that you don't have to cook anything. I'm gonna chop up a little bit of my orange pepper as well. I'm sorry that I don't have a kitchen that's really conducive to being able to chop and prepare things facing you. I don't have an island or anything like that. And then, bonus, I just happen to have a little bit of Earth Island cheese, again left over from making pizza earlier in the week. So again, I'm not going to worry too much. I'm just going to like literally, I've just like chopped a few slices because this isn't an already shredded cheese. I've just chopped a few slices like that. Just gonna chop it again a little bit. Right? Just roughly chopped it. Just gonna throw this into my bowl. And then for flavoring, I'm just gonna use salsa. So I've just got a jar of salsa, and I'm just gonna scoop some salsa into my bowl as well. I'm gonna mix it all up. All right, so this depends how saucy you like your things, how spicy. And now I'm just going to pop this in my microwave for maybe like 45 seconds or so, just to warm it up and hopefully melt the cheese a little bit. And then that's it. Bend down a little bit more. I'll take a little taste. I did taste this the other day and I know that it's gonna be really good. It's really just as good as your salsa is. So there you go. That's a really quick thing that you can put together that doesn't require you to cook a sauce or do anything. You do of course have to cook the grains, but that's the idea. Is the only thing you have to do is prepare some kind of grain ahead of time, and then the day of, just take out, again, some kind of store-bought flavoring that you have, and it doesn't have to actually be something that's intended to be a sauce, something like salsa. After I did this, I had other ideas coming to mind. So for example, I'm thinking that instead of a Tex-Mex theme, you could do an Asian theme. You could take whatever grain it is that you have on hand, mix in some soy sauce, maybe some sriracha sauce, and you know, maybe throw in some kimchi instead of something like corn and cheese. We like to buy this. I realize the wrapper's off, but there's this big tub of kimchi that we just get at No Frills, and we just keep it on hand. Not all kimchi is vegan. A lot of them have fish sauce in them, but this one that we do get at No Frills is vegan. So again, you could just take some rice, put in some soy sauce, some kimchi. You know, again, if you have any veggies on hand, chop them up, throw that into the microwave. You could also do this with quinoa. Again, protein, calcium. It's a great grain, and just to mix it up, whatever it is that you like to do. I had one other flavor that came to mind. What was it? Oh, salad dressing. Again, another way to just sort of add a flavor without actually having to cook anything. Whatever salad dressing you have on hand. Again, take what's in your freezer. Corn, frozen peas could work. Chop up some veggies, and then just mix in a salad dressing, and there you go. You've got a meal. So voila. So again, thank you for joining us. That's just a quick idea for you. Let us know if you have any ideas of how you could make this no cook, no recipe idea work. Different flavorings, different additions, things that people might have already in their pantry and in their kitchen. And if you're enjoying these videos, please consider joining or making a donation to the Toronto Vegetarian Association. You can find us at www.veg.ca.